Hey everyone, it's Angela with Mystic Moon bringing you guys a reading today. So this one is going to be specific on, a specific type of situation. There are a lot of people that are involved with other people that are either married or are in other relationships. You could also be married yourself, or involved yourself, but we're really going to focus on the fact that you are involved in a situation that maybe some might consider like a third party situation. It's not changing. Things are continuing to stay stuck and you're unhappy. And so we are going to let Spirit be our guide today to give you messages about yourself and things that you can do for yourself in order to transform so you can feel happier, okay? So this reading isn't going to bring forth messages for how things are going to dissolve in your person's relationship, if the two of you will end up together, etc., because all of those things are irrelevant, really. How you ended up in the situation in the first place. And there's no real judgment here because sometimes things happen like this. Maybe we didn't know. Maybe we got involved with someone where we didn't even know that there was another relationship that existed. And then by the time we find out, we have all of this investment and all of these feelings that are wrapped up. So it's not to shame anyone or to make anybody wrong for being involved in this type of situation. But the fact of the matter is that you're unhappy, you're sad, you're stuck, things are not changing, and you want some messages to see how you can move forward in a beautiful way for yourself. Start kind of taking back your power and living your best life, outside of this situation, so you can perhaps pull out of this dynamic, since this dynamic is not serving you or anyone else for that matter in a positive way. So just take what resonates for you and get rid of anything that doesn't. I didn't really feel like putting out a bunch of cards here today, just 4 decks. I'll put them down below. And today's Organite is perfect because it is a snake. So it's the Chakra Organite snake created by Michelle from Wing & Bell. And snakes are shedding old skin, transformation. So for me, this is very much about let's shed old stories, let's shed old belief systems, let's shed just that old self, that old part of us that is kind of just continuing to stay engaged in this type of situation that just doesn't feel good any longer. We want to level up on our journey and we want to slither into a new existence. So we can do this at any time that we choose to. All right, so we're going to go ahead and start off. I am hand holding my camera today. We're going to start off and just basically see what Spirit wants to bring. We don't really even have any questions. I just wanted this to be open. What Spirit wants us to know about this entire situation, what Spirit wants us to know about ourselves right now, most important things that we need to know. We have surrender resentments. So this is saying here, I'm gonna have to take a look over my phone because I can't read it through the phone. Holding on to resentments only poisons you. Try to forgive others for their shortcomings and keep moving forward toward positive situations in your life. I love this because it really does show us that everything that is happening to us because we're choosing to be involved in it. So your person has shortcomings and so do you, but to stay in that blame game, okay? To stay in that blame game of if only they would do this, or if only their partner would do this or do that, or only if their partner was, this way or that way, then I could be happy. Then we could be happy. We're actually being asked to take away that way of thinking because that way of thinking is actually keeping us from positively moving forward in our own lives. Staying stuck or hung up in the blame game and staying stuck in this resentment is only going to keep you more in that low vibrational energy and making it virtually impossible for you to move forward on your own. Because who's to say that the person that you're so invested in is, may not just change their mind at some point within their family dynamic. Something happens within their family, if there's kids involved, all of those things that causes your person to change their mind where they don't want to leave their family for you, that they don't want to lose everything that they've built. You know, people are human. People have all types of fears and all types of just issues where it's hard to let go sometimes. And so this person may not be as strong as you think that they are, or as healthy as you think that they are. And I know that this is going to sound like a harsh judgmental truth, but if they were that whole of a person, you wouldn't even be involved in this situation with them, because they wouldn't have involved you in their crap, in their life, in their dynamic to begin with. So this person really has already come up short for you, and they're still coming up short. So at this point, sometimes we get distracted with blaming things, blaming people, blaming the spouse, blaming the kids, blaming money, etc. When really it's not about blame, it's about taking responsibility as to why we feel so miserable. We feel miserable because we're allowing ourselves to be in an unsatisfactory situation, and it's keeping us from moving forward in a positive way. So that's the first message. That is the first message there. We got to learn how to surrender those resentments, stop blaming, stop focusing on the wrong things, and start to focus on yourself. All right, so let's go ahead and get a couple of tarot cards with this. Page of Swords. So the Page of Swords is communication. The Page of Swords is also about looking at things from a very rational, balanced perspective. You know, when you're in this type of situation, when you are in that very emotional state, all that's going to do is it's going to keep your head in the clouds. It's going to keep you living in some sort of a fantasy realm where we're going to romanticize everything. We're going to give this person or ourselves a pass for just enabling people, giving people a pass for just continuing to stay stuck and not do the right thing. So the Page of Swords is an opportunity for you, the viewer, to start looking at the situation very, very rationally and logically, and really taking into account all the different, things that are going on here, and really reason with yourself. Take fantasy, take your emotion, take what you want, what you desire off the table. Look at the facts, and that's what the Page of Swords is telling us. We've got to look at those facts. And sometimes it's not what we want to do, because when we do that, sometimes those harsh truths look back at us, and we can't hide from that. We can't pretend anymore. The Page of Swords is also communication. There might be a conversation that needs to take place that may not be pretty. But for some of you guys, it might be better for you to communicate your needs, communicate how you feel one last time, whether that's in a letter, a message, a text, a conversation. Because if you don't, you might carry some of those resentments with you. You might carry that feeling of, I wish I had said this and I wish I had said that. It's in the upright position, which tells me here that this can be a positive, constructive conversation or communication, but it's something that needs to be communicated and said. And I'm getting here, it's for your own good, not necessarily to change the circumstances, okay? So we're communicating to get it off of our plate, to get it out there. And we have the Seven of Coins, but it's reversed. The Seven of Pentacles is a card, when it's reversed, that we're no longer willing to participate or invest in this situation. We've changed our minds. It's not worth it anymore. The payoff is not there. There's something that's not really growing here. There's something that has just been on hold for too long. It's been in this stagnant state, and we're tired of it. So some of you guys could be having a conversation with your person about how things are not growing and how you are no longer willing to invest and wait for them any longer, that you have to save yourself. That's the message I'm getting here. And we have the Hermit. I'd rather be alone than lost. I would rather be alone than lonely. And I'm getting here for some of you that you guys have been waiting on this person either for so long that now, rather than even doing that work on yourself and feeling good on your own, you might feel needy, you might feel codependent, you might feel desperate, you might feel out of control. So the Hermit reverse to me tells me that you want to also get out amongst the living once again. You're tired of putting your life on hold. You're tired of saving yourself for this person. You're tired of putting your dreams and your future happiness on hold, or putting all of your energy into this person's basket. You can see here that this is, reversed. You're emptying out the basket. These eggs that you have put into this person's basket, you're done. So you're coming out of this fog. You're coming out of this energy. And because of this, you're going to be able to look at it very clearly and communicate it for some of you. And others, you might just choose to make this decision that you're just done waiting and investing and you're ready to walk away. And I'm getting here that this will be a positive shift in your energy, because you're doing it for yourself. What else? We have map. So this says here, exploration, finding your way, locate, unknown destination, new territory, lay of the land, plan, prepare, chart your course, read the signs, figure out directions, new perspective. You can see the word new 2 times. New territories, new perspectives. That's absolutely what's going on here. So a new map is being rolled out by you, the viewer. You're looking at new territories. You're planning and preparing and charting a new course for your future. You're finally seeing the light. You're finally figuring things out. You're tired of being lost on this journey. And you realize by putting all of your eggs into this person's basket, maybe waiting on this person to change or waiting on this person to figure something out, you're no longer willing to do that. You're mapping out your own destiny. You're not allowing this person to dictate your destiny to you any longer. And some of you guys, this person may not have even said these things to you, but you've allowed yourself to wait. You've allowed yourself to make decisions based on this person. So it's your power that you've given to them. It may not even be that they've stolen your power or taken it. You may have just given it. And you might also be in a state of resentment because you waited so long, or it finally just took all this time for you to get to a space of clarity. The thing is, guys, when we finally make it to the other side, and I've been victim of this myself, like took me, I think about 13 years to come full circle to get clarity on a situation. And I'm just like, are you fucking kidding me? I can't believe it took me this long. It's like almost irritating that I wasted so much energy and time on that wound because it's so simple now. But we are all different. We all have different ways of processing things and different time frames. So it doesn't do us any good to now be pissed off about it. It is what it is. I hate that saying, actually, but you know what I'm saying. It's just, that's the way it is. And we can either fight that and be pissed off and waste more time being pissed off about it, or we can take what we've learned now and stop wasting time. So let's just change the energy. Let's shift the energy, and we're going to feel a hell of a lot better. Okay. All right, let's go one last message for this one. Okay. We have divine masculine and divine feminine here. Out of all these cards, this is the one we get. It says, embrace the masculine and feminine energies within yourself and your divine partner. You know, to me, this is kind of poetic because I feel like maybe some of you guys see this person as your masculine or your feminine, and this is the reason that you've given so much power or maybe control to this connection because you looked at it as this divine union or something that you wanted to build with this person. And I'm not here to say that none of these things are true or that can't be like that one day. But the state that it's in right now is not satisfactory. There's nothing high vibrational about it whatsoever. There's actually nothing high vibrational about infidelity at all. Because It doesn't matter what kind of a person that your person is married to, what they're like, what they do, what they don't do, whatever the circumstances are. Your person made vows to that person. And if they can't tell the truth and can't be truthful and honest with themselves and their partner, they're certainly not being truthful to you, and the entire dynamic is just screwed. And so until people pull out of that situation altogether and all the cards are on the table and there's no more lies and deception, there's nothing high vibrational about this dynamic. So we can sit here all day long and slap a divine masculine and feminine or even a twin flame label onto this and say, oh, but it's okay. It's never okay. So you can see here, it says, embrace the masculine and feminine energies within yourself. A lot of these journeys, and I'm not an expert here, but I think a lot of these journeys mislead a lot of people into putting all of their power into another person. These journeys are about you. Spiritual journeys are about the self. If that happens to lead to, a connection where you are connecting with a like-minded individual within your same vibration, I think that's a wonderful thing. And I feel like that's exactly what this card is saying. If you're really truly looking for a high vibrational divine connection, this kind of energy needs to be let go of first before you can even level up and attract someone like this into your life, but you're certainly not going to as long as you're stuck in this situation. So there will be no shifts and changes as long as you continue to stay stuck to this person. Now, things could shift and change once you remove yourself. Maybe this could perhaps inspire your individual to say, hey, you know what? I didn't realize what I had until it's gone. I do realize that I want to do the right thing. People can change, okay? But we're not counting on it, and we're not doing it to get this person to change. We're doing it for ourselves. So when you meet the masculine and feminine within your own energy and you rely on those energies within yourself, you are sufficient enough to and whole enough to attract that in another person. And then the right person enters into your life, not someone who is involved with someone else. So something about your, let's just say, incomplete wholeness is what attracted this situation into your life to begin with. And that's not to down you, that's not to judge you, but it's just a fact. Usually where we're at vibrationally is what we will attract into our lives. And I feel like I'm an expert in that field with all the shit that I have attracted into my life. It says a lot about me, so I ain't perfect. So that is what we have for this message in regards to this entire situation. I feel like I want to get just one last set of cards just to kind of wrap it up or to get another take on these messages. Okay, so let's see what else Spirit has for us. We have surrender to success. So this says here, you are ready to experience abundance. I love this because I'm almost getting like this glimpse of the future. Once you let go, okay, because you can see that umbrella. That umbrella is flying through the sky. Like someone let it go and it's just the wind is carrying it away. Once you let go of this, you are going to be ready to experience abundance. You're not going to look back at previous roadblocks or difficulties. Instead, you're going to spend your time and energy leaping into existing new worlds of possibilities. So new, the word new has come up now 3 times. Being an old energy that's just kind of regurgitating and recycled the same crap over and over again, nothing is going to change. The only person that can change the dynamic is you. You can't change your person, but you can certainly shift the energies in a more positive direction. And either your person will level up or they'll fade away. But either way, you're going to be happier. Okay? So surrender to this happiness that is meant for you. But we might be blocking it because we refuse to release this unsatisfactory situation. Okay? All right, let's get some more cards here. Oh, baby. It doesn't get any clearer than this. The devil. Remember, this is a glimpse of the future is what I'm seeing in this. So we have released the cage, or we've released ourselves from the cage, the devil's cage, this addiction, this obsession, this need to be involved in this situation. Words such as, I can't let go, I can't breathe without this person, I'll die without this person. All of that is being let go and healed, okay? So healing is different for everyone, but this to me is just simply a choice. We just decide to do the right thing, and the right thing sometimes doesn't feel easy, but it deep down inside, you know that that's the right thing to do. The right thing to do is to pull away from this dynamic and let your person get their life under control. You don't need to be a part of it. You don't need to create any more just negative, just energy for yourself or for that person's life and the people that are involved in it, okay? So it's about just doing the right thing. And the right thing is that we shouldn't be involved with people that are taken. We shouldn't be involved with people that are lying to other people to be with us. We shouldn't be involved in it. We shouldn't even be participating in that because it's just not healthy. And that's what the devil is all about. Super unhealthy, toxic energy. But it is reversed because it's telling us that we can be successful at releasing this from our lives and no longer participating in this madness, okay? I am telling you, you guys, there is, and it's not about another person being the answer, but if you guys are really, really wanting to meet a good quality person who's going to be trustworthy, that's going to be emotionally mature to be able to handle a divine love connection, it is the King of Cups. But you guys will never find this person as long as you stay attached to this. Could this person that you have in mind be this person? Who am I to say no? They could be, but not in this energy, not in this situation, not in this dynamic. Some sort of shift and change. And that means this person needs to start telling the truth. This person needs to let go of their other situation in order to be with you, or work on themselves, or whatever, in order to level up to be that King of Cups. But that is not your person right now. This is a future person. This is a future person, a future partner. But they cannot come in until you let this go. And it's not to say that this person's just going to make it all okay and that all of your dreams are going to come true, because you could still have some shedding of some old toxic patterns of yourself that you're going to still need to work on. So you're going to balance the masculine and feminine energies within yourself. And when you do this, guess what? Your divine partner then comes to you. But it's going to require letting go. The Four of Pentacles means we've got to let go. We've got to loosen our grip on old belief systems. We need to loosen our grip on what we think is going to be, this is what I want, this is what I need, et cetera, et cetera. We've got to loosen up in some departments. We've got to just loosen our grip on certain things. And I'm just getting here, it's belief systems. It's what we think we need. It's codependency. I need. It's that very I need energy, and that needs to be let go, okay? It's about experiencing love, not needing love. And there's something that we need to balance within ourselves, and that's what Spirit is actually telling us to do. Take the time to balance the energy within yourself. And when you do this, you will attract the right partner for you, okay? It'll either be a higher version of this individual, but don't count on it, or someone entirely new. But in the meantime, you do you. We have Beehive. I like Beehive because it's like honey. So it means that when we apply ourselves and we're very mindful and we're devoted to working on ourselves, guess what? We experience this harvest and abundance. This effort pays off. These bees that are working so hard are creating this honey, and then like honey, we are attracting those bees, and round we go. So to me, this is being in that vibrational energy where it's very high vibe, it's very sweet, and you're attracting exactly to you what you're looking for. So to me, I'm definitely seeing people that have leveled up on their journey. They've done a good job of letting this person go, no longer participating in this madness or this toxic situation. And because of that, they are moving towards things that are sweeter, that are more abundant and more positive. Good for you. Let's get one last message. We have soul calling. Your mission is to discover your sacred path and to heal yourself and others. Oh, I love this. Your soul is calling you to do something here. It's in your soul to move forward, to let go of old toxic patterns that no longer serve you, old stories that just no longer resonate for you anymore. It's time for you to level up. It's time for you to ascend. It's time for you to go towards what you're meant to do. But another thing is when you're busy participating in this over here, you're not going to be able to hear that call. So Spirit is asking you to remove some of that debris so that way you can get back on track with what you came here to do. I just feel for a lot of you, you might have just kind of gotten caught up on a roadblock, snagged your clothes on frickin' barbed wire. You know what I mean? And it's just not it for you. This, whatever you've been experiencing, it's just not it for you. There's something better, there's something more, there's something else out there. But you'll never find it as long as you stay stuck in this cage with this person. So it's not to say that all types of scenarios like this are bad and negative and awful. But the point of this reading is that no one benefits when people are lying, cheating, and sneaking behind other people's backs. No one wins. There's nothing high vibrational about that at all. There's nothing divine. And if you're really looking for that counterpart, it's not going to come when you're participating in this energy. And that's really the point. The point is to level up, do the right thing, and get back on track towards your ultimate happiness and what you came here to do. Stop wasting time. So anyways, you guys, I hope that this reading was helpful to someone out there. Thank you so much for watching, and you guys take care. Bye-bye.